we were in a kind of a rush to get to camp, and so I didn't have a ton of time to film, but we have now arrived. We're in San Juan National Forest, and we're camping right off Hermosa Creek. Got a fantastic campsite. We met up with our friends. That was why we were kind of in a rush. We ended up coming back here to find our camp, and then dropped the trailer and went to meet them. But this is our setup. This is Lucy and Aspen, and Lydia's over here. We're just wrapping up, getting everything set up. Have our stove, kitchen area. Got some citronella candles. We don't have to deal with mosquitoes much in Arizona, but we have a ton here. So a new addition on this trip, we got a folding solar panel from Harbor Freight, and then just a basic charge controller just to top off our batteries. We don't use a ton of power. It predominantly is just for our max fan, and so it's been nice. I tested it out back home in Phoenix, obviously did very well there, but we've got a little sun patch here for now, and I'm gonna top up the batteries and see where we get.
Found a little tiny strawberry.
Made our way up some switchbacks, and came across an old mine.
She's like, everybody's out of here, so I can actually
Gray Sill mine.
If you want to stay in there, go for it.
Crazy beautiful. Just open views all around. We drove down Old Lime Creek Road, and we're scoping out our favorite spot and we were gonna come back tomorrow with the camper, but it's taken and the road seems way rougher than it has been in the past, so we're thinking we're gonna come up with an alternate plan. We're gonna run down to our neighboring campsite now that most people cleared out, since it's a Sunday evening. Almost every campsite had dogs, so we didn't want to run them around this area. Our little camp's just up that way, and this was a neighboring camp. Lydia, come! Good girl. We set up couch mode. Lydia's laying over there. Glenn and Aspen are over here. Zach and Laurel packed up early this morning and head out. And now it's just us. And we're gonna do one more day here at the creek. I got my fishing license and try out fly fishing. And then we're going to find another area to be able to fish. No success with the fly fishing, but we're putting together our little beanbag game. Well, we're packing up from our Hermosa Creek spot, and just wanted to kind of show it was a little bit of a challenge getting back here, and then hitching up I would say is a little easier, but we did have to move the trailer by hand quite a bit. We're going up Old Lime Creek Road, and my memory of it, it was not quite as rough as what it actually is, but everything's going fine so far, and we're hoping to find a spot after. So there's a lake coming up, and if our memory is correct, there's some spots right after the lake.
Starting to maybe storm. Just heard some thunder. We are backing up the road we were just on. There's no place to turn around, so now we have to go backward. It also just now started hailing as we're backing down this road.
We finally found a turnaround and probably backed up. It felt like a quarter mile. I mean, it was a long ways, but thankfully we are turned around now. Found a great second campsite to finish off our last 2 days here in Colorado. I believe this is Cascade Creek. Quite a bit bigger creek than our last one. And we're just getting finished setting up. Kind of nice to have an extra table, natural table in camp. Backing out. Probably the most organized this will be seen. It was a little interesting getting down here due to that stump and that rock, which, you know, GoPros never do justice. Aspen Cup! Okay. But once we got it down here, we got in a good place. We did have to unhitch just to get a little bit more level. The girls heard a chipmunk squeak, and now they just are fully focused under this rock. Dogs are just wrapping up their dinner and then I'm gonna head down, try to do some fishing. There's a chipmunk on the end of this log, and that's what Glenn is getting some pictures of. We're on the other side of our creek, which is Cascade Creek, and there's just a beautiful canyon. And we're headed back up our road, and it's 783. And just got back across the hairpin turn there. We're just walking up the road a bit, seeing what we see. Well, we decided to go ahead and pack up for the most part tonight, and just gonna play a little cornhole and getting the tires back inflated. It's been a great trip. Beautiful country here in Colorado, and I'm sure we'll be back as soon as we can. Getting in bed for the last night. Aspen's been sleepy all night. She got in about 2 hours ago, and we just have our pile of blankets. Everyone gets nice and cozy. Just wrapped up packing up, and we're getting ready to head back home. Got our campsite nice and cleaned up. We didn't even utilize the fire pit or that side at all. It's been a fantastic trip. Really enjoyed getting to camp by running water, which is pretty rare for us Arizona people. Ooh, there's the tub part of it. And we saw this the last time, and every time we were going past, we were going too fast and weren't able to stop. So we finally got the time to stop. Glenna got a geocache app, so I guess we're now on a mission to find some geocaches. Well, we found the cache, and now we're hitting back on the road. Got one last geocache we're gonna go find off Rocky Park Road. We made it down to, it's a water measuring station? Water gauging station. And so now we just gotta find it. I found it.